Baboons, the endless battle for survival. Dawn bursts forth over Africa, carrying with it the first breath of life. Brilliant light pierces through the thin mist, awakening every cliff and expansive grassland. In a place where harshness is the norm, existence is not merely a struggle, but also an affirmation of the resilience and dignity of all species. On the gray cliffs, where silence seems to reign, lies a world brimming with life. This is the realm of the baboon, a proud primate bound by the strength of unity and guided by remarkable survival intelligence. The most easily recognizable feature of this species is their long face, projecting forwards, which strongly suggests the shape of a dog. It is this unique appearance that has earned them their impressive name, the baboon. They don't possess the majestic mane of a lion, nor do they wield the sharp claws of a leopard. Yet their fierce faces, blazing eyes, and the collective strength of the entire troop, acting as a unified army, command caution from every creature on the savannah. Baboons are not classified as great apes, but are old-world monkeys. A fully grown male can weigh up to 40 kilograms, possessing solid muscle mass and enough strength to challenge any predator daring to approach. The long muzzle gives them the appearance of a dog, yet concealed deep within are curved canine teeth as sharp as knives. When flashed open in a roaring threat, it is a warning so potent that even the leopard dog takes heed. Their thick, coarse, gray-brown fur allows them to blend perfectly with the earthy tones of the arid region. Their bright, piercing eyes gleam with intelligence, always vigilant against every movement around them. The thick skin on their posterior, known as the ischiatic callosity, allows them to sit for hours on the hot, dry rock faces, patiently observing their territory. Amidst the vast expanse of the savannah, they appear as silent sentinels, always vigilant and utterly resilient. Beyond their astonishing physical strength, baboons possess a sophisticated social life. They have the ability to recognize every face within the troop, maintaining complex and tight-knit relationships, forming one of the most cohesive communities in the primate world. Amidst the vast savannah, danger constantly lurks. Cheetahs quietly lie in ambush behind the dry grasses, while hyenas patiently patrol the open ground, awaiting the slightest lapse to launch an attack. They roar fiercely, flashing bright fangs in the sunlight. Their calls echo across the cliff faces, transforming the entire troop into a living wall. Even the most seasoned predator must take caution, and the cheetah is forced to retreat in defeat. When unified, the baboons cease to be vulnerable prey. They transform into a fierce army, their roars echoing across the savannah, compelling both the cheetah and the hyena, no matter how audacious, to retreat before the power of the collective. Baboons primarily live and forage on the ground. Unlike many other monkey species, which often conceal themselves in trees, they move using their four sturdy and agile limbs, while their characteristic curved tail is not used for gripping, but for maintaining balance during every powerful run. The baboon is a master of the art of survival. They are cunning omnivores, gathering fruit, pulling up young grasses, digging for roots, and shelling seeds with their dexterous hands. Yet when the hunting instinct takes over, the entire troop immediately coalesces, transforming them into formidable hunters of the savannah. A few individuals cleverly surround the prey, while others silently cut off the escape routes, coordinating their movements as if they understood each other perfectly. When the moment arrives, the dominant male charges forward, decisive yet not cruel. For them, hunting is not about destruction, but about maintaining the flow of life on the savannah. Amidst the harsh rhythm of the savannah, existence continues to flow relentlessly. The tiny infants are born, nestled in their mother's embrace, their eyes blinking open to greet the first light of a world that is both majestic and perilous. Every step is a lesson in resilience, a stark reminder that sluggishness has no place here. The infants learn to distinguish alarm calls, learn how to forage, and practice in mock fights, preparing them for a challenging future. It is from that very instinct to bond that they form large and highly organized communities. Baboons live in troops with a clear hierarchy, where every individual maintains a specific position. Some troops swell to hundreds of members, surviving together amidst the harsh world of the savannah. Within the troop, the hierarchy is clearly established, particularly among the females, following a matrilineal ranking, and the males, where the largest and strongest often assumes dominance for breeding. It is this very system that enables the troop to operate with stability, maintaining balance in their communal life. The paradox is that for the male baboons, holding a high dominance rank sometimes comes at an unforeseen cost. The dominant males often endure intense stress, having to constantly face challenges and conflicts, which leads to a depletion of energy and a tendency for a shorter lifespan compared to others in the troop. The scorching afternoon set the entire savannah ablaze with fire. A young male stepped forward, challenging the old seasoned dominator. An internal battle erupted, with the entire troop watching in suspense, for the throne determines the fate of them all. Following the fierce confrontations, the baboon troop gradually settles into quietude. Amidst the savannah wind, the infants nestle into their mother's arms, finding warmth and peace. It is in these moments that we understand the true strength of this species lies not in their fangs, but in their familial bonds and unyielding cohesion. Baboons exhibit capabilities for reasoning and cognition. More interestingly, research shows that when traveling in a line, they don't merely follow a leader, but also tend to walk alongside individuals with whom they share the strongest social bonds, indicating that their behavior is remarkably similar to human friendship. Baboons are not merely creatures of nature, but also hold a sacred significance in ancient culture. Notably, the Hamadryas baboon was once revered as the symbol of Thoth, the god representing knowledge, wisdom, and the very origin of human understanding. The baboon is one of Africa's most intelligent and highly adaptable monkey species. They are known to plan their hunts, coordinate closely as a group, and remember the locations of water and food sources across different seasons. They even know how to use stones as tools to crack open hard nuts, a clear demonstration of nature's astonishing intellect. Baboons are masters of nature's communication art. They don't just converse with loud calls, but also through gaze, body posture, and subtle movements. Even the colors on their faces or hindquarters become a language, conveying emotions and status within the troop with astonishing clarity. These characteristics make the baboon not just a large primate, but a true social engineer, deeply understanding order and roles within the troop. With their intellect, flexibility, and extraordinary adaptability, they become the survival masters of Africa, where only the smartest can overcome nature's harsh challenges. The world of the baboon is both harsh and resilient. They are proof that survival relies not only on physical strength, but also on intelligence, unity, and the ability to adapt in the face of relentless nature. Bengal, the monarch of the Sundarbans forest. India is a land of magnificent nature, where thick forests merge with boundless grasslands. At the heart of this scene lies the Sundarbans, the world's largest mangrove forest, a deep green labyrinth that nurtures and protects hundreds of wild creatures. Within this unforgiving scene, the Bengal tiger stands as the soul of dominion. Its penetrating gaze and shadow-veiled form bring stillness to the Sundarbans each time it appears, resembling the quiet monarch of the mangrove forest. Beneath its regal striped fur, the tiger possesses webbed toes. This very feature renders it the consummate swimmer of the forest. Within the distinctive waters of the Sundarbans, its diet is equally varied, consisting of fish, crabs, and even juvenile crocodiles. Beyond its vivid orange coat, the Bengal tiger is also known to have rare white individuals, bearing an eerie beauty like phantoms of the forest. They are not a distinct species, nor albino, but a rare form of recessive genetic mutation. The Bengal tiger waits motionless for hours, patiently watching its prey until the one decisive moment to deliver a fatal strike. Though only 1 hunt in 10 is successful, it survives through sheer perseverance. Its roar travels 3 kilometers, forcing the whole forest to submit. Within the forest's hurried breath, a fleeting shape of a deer glides by. Burning eyes fix upon the innocent prey, oblivious to the death that approaches. Then the tiger springs out like lightning, ripping through the stillness with a savage leap. The prey, in panic, slips into the undergrowth. In the Sundarbans, the tiger is not always victorious, yet whenever it emerges, the whole forest holds its breath to witness. Defeat is but a faint scar upon the instinct for survival, and within the stillness, the predator emerges once more with an authority that cannot be denied. Half of all wild tigers on Earth carry the name Bengal. An adult may weigh on average over 200 kilograms. They are not merely emblems of power, but the very breath that decides the survival of the whole species. With surging muscles, shoulders and forelimbs as strong as steel, it possesses a fearsome strike and the strength to drag down prey far larger than itself. Broad paws and footsteps, silent as breath, turn it into an unseen predator within the forest. Furthermore, the Bengal tiger enjoys enhanced vision due to the tapetum lucidum membrane. Its small ears remain constantly vigilant, and its long whiskers, like living aerials, carry to it every tremor and the most delicate shift nearby. A fresh moment sparks within the heart of the forest. The tiger refuses to let it escape once more. It tightens instinct with resolve, directing all its power into one decisive blow to fell its prey, whatever the cost. Within the thick cover of the forest, the tiger lies flat against the earth, every muscle drawn tight. Before it, a deer moves slowly into the open, the white speckles on its back shining against the green foliage. Just a few strides separate them. The air stands still, the tiger's gaze fixed firmly on its prey, each breath drawn in suspense for the imminent eruption. The tiger springs forth like lightning, its savage strike the union of power, swiftness, and endurance. Only a few short seconds, but the outcome of hours of tireless stalking. An adult tiger may consume as much as 40 kilograms of meat in one sitting. When its hunger is satisfied, it withdraws silently to a shaded place close to the kill, remaining still for hours while it digests. Its ambushes are most often aimed at wild boar, deer, or antelope, the core of its diet. But instinct overlooks no opportunity, from monkey and juvenile crocodile to porcupine armed with quills. Each may serve as a banquet. Following the hunts, the tiger's life cycle moves on to reproduction. The tigress is pregnant for roughly 3.5 months and typically gives birth to 2 to 4 cubs, fragile creatures that endure thanks to their mother's devoted care. During the first 18 to 24 months of their lives, tiger cubs stay wholly attached to their mother, learning the art of stalking, and the means of evading peril. The path to maturity is fraught with trials, and only half manage to survive into adulthood. Each tiger bears stripes that are entirely its own, an identity that cannot be confused. They are at once a refined camouflage and a quiet proclamation of territory. However varied, all are bound by nature's immutable law to claim life and to sustain the bloodline. Upon reaching maturity, every tiger claims dominion over a territory of its own. Survival instinct drives it to protect that ground at any cost, forbidding any other of its species from entering. Clashes take place in the strained stillness of the dense forest. They frequently conclude with savage wounds. At times, the cost is the very life of the weaker rival. The confrontations between rivals have scarcely faded when a new challenge emerges in the forest. Not a tiger, but a creature that appears sluggish and awkward, yet harbors a strength that even hunters are forced to fear. The sloth bear possesses a long, disheveled coat, an extended muzzle, and supple lips that enable it to draw in termites and white ants like a natural vacuum. This distinctive feeding behavior renders it an unusual presence within the forest. Its large frame, stretching close to 2 meters and weighing more than 140 kilograms, hides immense muscular power. The long curved claws, reaching 10 centimeters, are used not only for tearing into termite nests, but also as fearsome tools of defense. In contrast to its slow exterior, the sloth bear turns violently aggressive when in danger. It may rise upright, let out a thunderous roar, and strike with unexpected force. Its endurance and powerful resistance have rendered it a fearsome rival even to the tiger. In the open stretch of woodland, the tiger fixes its gaze on the mother bear, guiding her young. The atmosphere grows tense at once, each of its movements cautious and deliberate, heralding a clash between two rival powers. The bear rises tall with a resounding roar. The tiger rushes forward, then stops. Their gazes collide, intense but controlled, while the whole forest falls into silence to watch. The confrontation closes in strain. The mother bear succeeds in defending her young, yet she collapses under the tiger's teeth and claws. Within this ecosystem, every creature is drawn into the struggle for survival. They are forced to adapt with speed, cleverness, or the power of the group. A single misstep can be enough to transform the hunter into prey. Each stride of the Bengal tiger brings silence to the Sundarbans, a reminder that within this mangrove wilderness, it stands as the irreplaceable shadow of authority. The Bengal tiger was once called the man-eater, striking fear into fishermen and woodcutters. This was not due to a thirst for blood, but rather the restricted habitat and shortage of prey that compelled it to confront humans. Can humankind show the patience and responsibility to preserve that presence within the Sundarbans? For when the Bengal tiger, already a species under threat, is gone, it is not merely the loss of a proud animal, but the everlasting silence of an entire ecosystem. Oryx, the warrior of the Namib Desert. The winds of the Namib Desert howl like an invisible army, lifting blazing red grains of sand into the sky. In the midst of that blinding sandstorm, proud silhouettes emerge, their horns rising like swords piercing the burning sun. Oryx, the gemsbok, symbol of strength, pride, and the will to survive in the harshest extremes. Its horns stretch up to 1.20 meters, straight and sharp like the spears of ancient warriors. They are not only a symbol of beauty, but also weapons strong enough to pierce the flesh of enemies, even bringing down a full-grown lion. When the sunlight glimmers on the dunes, the two horns blend into one, forming a legendary vision. Many ancient tribes believed that the oryx was the origin of the unicorn legend, a creature of pride and mystery. When the dry season reaches its peak, not only water, but even the scarce patches of green grass become battlefields. The males step out from the herd, their bodies tense like drawn bows, horns lowered in readiness for the fight. The clash of horns echoes through the stillness. Each strike is a challenge. Blood spatters onto the red sand, yet neither steps back. The victor earns the right to lead the herd and guard the territory. The defeated must leave, wandering through the burning sea of sand, carrying the scars of failure and the weight of solitude. In the arid ecosystem of the Namib Desert, the oryx is a silent guide. Its footsteps open the way for other herbivores, leading them to rare patches of grass. The oryx keeps the cycle of life unbroken amid the endless sea of sand. By day, herds of oryx usually shelter beneath the sparse shade of thorny trees, conserving energy and avoiding the scorching heat. Only in the early morning and late afternoon do they move with strength, their eyes ever watchful for dangers lurking from afar. Beneath the dazzling sun, a herd of oryx grazes. In the distance, a lion hides in the dry grass, drawing closer step by silent step. A sudden eruption. The herd of oryx bolts away, hooves tearing through the golden sand as red dust rises in a choking cloud. The lions surge forward, the gap between predator and prey shrinking with every second. But the most merciless enemy of the oryx is not the lion, but the Namib Desert itself. The scorching daytime heat, the searing dry winds, and the endless lack of water push them to the very edge of survival. The frail calves often cannot withstand the harsh trials. Only a united herd, under the protection of the adults, has the chance to guide the new generation safely across the burning sea of sand. Each day of survival is a victory, and that victory is paid for with strength, intelligence, and survival instincts honed through thousands of years of evolution. Twilight stains the Namib sands red as the herd of oryx stands tall, their horns raised like spears guarding life. A majestic yet solitary image, like a warning sent to all humankind. The oryx is not just an antelope. It is the spirit of the desert, a symbol of resilience, teaching us lessons of adaptation and pride. To protect the oryx is to protect the fragile cycle of life in this harsh land, where survival and death are separated by nothing more than a single hot wind. In nature, no victory is ever permanent. Strength will eventually fade, but the mark of pride and the power of adaptation will remain, etched deep into the endless cycle of life. Camel, the living treasure of the desert. Amid the vast sea of sand, where the heat can scorch life itself, there exists a creature of extraordinary strength. It not only survives, but has become the true ruler of the desert. That is the camel, the legendary carrier, a symbol of endurance, strength, and an extraordinary resilience matched by few other creatures. An adult male can reach up to 2.5 meters in height, equal to a small power pole, and weigh more than 700 kilograms, heavier than a car. The camel's large eyes are like being equipped with natural sunglasses, with 2 rows of long, thick lashes, and a transparent third eyelid that allows them to see clearly even when sandstorms rage. The world of camels is not limited to a single kind. They are divided into 2 main types, the one-humped camel and the two-humped camel. The one-humped camel, also known as the dromedary, is common in North Africa and the Middle East. The two-humped camel, the Bactrian, is adapted to the cold regions of Central Asia, such as Mongolia and China. Their broad feet prevent them from sinking into the sand, a perfect design of nature. But the greatest wonder, the very thing that makes the camel truly a desert warrior, is the mysterious hump on its back. Do you think it holds water? Completely wrong. The hump is a massive fat reserve, an endless source of energy that helps them survive days of hunger and thirst. When food runs out, this fat slowly transforms into energy and water, allowing the camel to survive remarkably for weeks, even months, without any other source of nourishment. This is the desert's very own mobile power plant. The camel's ability to endure thirst is truly astonishing. They can withstand the loss of up to 25% of their body's water and still survive, something most other animals could never manage. They can drink over 100 liters of water in just a few minutes, swiftly making up for days of burning thirst. That is why they are called the living carriages of the desert. The camel's body possesses an extremely efficient automatic cooling system, allowing it to regulate its temperature from 34 to 41 degrees Celsius. This ability minimizes water loss through sweat, an adaptation that few mammals have ever achieved. Inside, the camel's blood also hides a secret. Their red blood cells are oval rather than round. This unique design allows blood to flow smoothly even when the body is severely dehydrated, ensuring they always stand firm in the harshest conditions. Camels usually live in herds, moving in small groups under the leadership of a dominant male. They are highly social creatures, closely bonded with one another on their journey in search of sustenance. Do not be deceived by their gentle appearance. When provoked, camels can turn into angry beasts, delivering powerful kicks and unleashing an extremely unpleasant spitting spray to warn off their enemies. Did you know that it was thanks to camels that one of the greatest trade routes in history came into being, the legendary Silk Road? For thousands of years, they have been indispensable companions, carrying goods and people across endless stretches of sand connecting civilizations. Not only a means of transport, camels also provide milk, meat, and even wool for clothing and tents. They are truly the lifeline of desert dwellers. In many cultures, especially in the Middle East, North Africa, and Central Asia, camels are honored as the living treasures of the desert, symbolizing wealth, strength, and the power of survival. Even in the modern world, camels still hold an important place. Camel races take place with great excitement, attracting thousands of spectators, proving that these animals are not only tied to labor, but also carry spiritual value, forming an indispensable part of cultural heritage. Each step of the camel is not only a journey in search of life, but also a powerful reminder of the strength of endurance, resilience, and determination that we can all learn from this legendary desert warrior.